Hey, what's up out there, YouTube? Double D here, Tournage du Bois, welcome back. Today we're doing a little project. It's going to take a couple of days to do, but I'm really looking forward to this. This is a little bit of a challenge for me. It's a little outside what I've done before. So what we're going to do is make a little bit of a segmented dish. So what I have here is I have a piece of marble wood, and then I have these planks of cherry, purple heart, and bloodwood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a line. So I'm going to cut a piece off of the marble wood, and then I'm going to take these three pieces and put them in, glue it back together, and then I'm going to do the same thing the opposite direction. So a little bit of an angle there, be offset, and then what we'll do is once that's been all glued up for a couple of days, because we'll do one side, then we'll come back and do the other direction. Once that's been glued up for a couple of days, then what we'll do is we'll throw that on the lathe, put it here on the chuck, and we will get something turned, probably just like a small little platter or something, but it's something I've been wanting to try because I've got this amazing piece of olive wood that is 12 inches round, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with it, but I wanted to try with something not quite as large, just to get a feel for it first. So with that being said, we're going to get started on this project, and I hope you enjoy it. So this piece is 6 inches by 6 inches by 2 inches. So what I'm doing is I'm marking it at 1.5 inches over, and that's where I will do my first cut. And then what I'll do is come in this way 1.5 inches and make a similar cut on that piece as well. Go ahead and mark that so that way we have our line for tomorrow or whenever we get back to this. So what we'll do is, like I said, we'll cut one direction and then we will put the pieces in, glue it up, let it set for about 24 hours, and then come back and do the other one. And it's the next day, so let's take all the clamps off and then we'll do a cut this direction and get our other pieces glued in. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we've got our piece all glued up and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a block that I can put this on, hot glue it, put it into the chuck, and then we'll work on getting it in the round and see where we go from there. So let's get going. Okay, so I've changed my mind because I'm having problems with that waste block, and just to get this over, What I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to mark this center, and then I'm going to put a tenon on the back of this, so then I can cut that off at a later point and go from there. All right. So this is my first ever segmented, interlaced piece, whatever you want to call it. So we shall see what happens. All right, so we've got the outside turned. We're going to sand that down, and then we're going to flip it around and hollow out the inside. All right, got our sanding sealer on, and we are ready to hit it with our Scotch-Brite pad to denib it, smooth it out just a little bit, and then we will start our abrasive paste and our finish. All right, and as usual, we're going to use our sanding paste from Brad's Workbench and follow that up with our tongue wax. Then once that's done, we will flip it around and get to working on the inside, hollowing that out. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to do the abrasive paste here yet. I want to get this outside done, and then I'm going to put my brand on it, and then we will get that hit as well, because I'll need to sand that down. Basically, I just started doing this before I did my brand, so I'm just going to fix that here in just a second after we get this abrasive paste on the outer parts done. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to put the tongue wax on this outer part and let that start sitting. Then I'll get my brand in there, and that way we'll maximize a little bit of our time. Well, that is not the best brand that I have done, but I'm still pretty happy so far. Really excited with how this is turning out, especially as my first segmented piece with the crisscross. I really am enjoying that look. So let's get it flipped around and we'll start hollowing it out. Hey everybody, we are back. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching the whole thing. Or if you didn't watch the whole thing, just skip to the end. That's okay too. So we're going to show the finished product. So first off, before we do so, a couple of things. Number one, we got a sticker from our buddy Shay over at Woodturning in Ireland. I will put a link to his channel right up here. I'll also put his information down below, his website, his Facebook page, his Instagram, and his YouTube channel as well. He has been really instrumental in me as I'm turning a lot of pins and things like that with his explanations and how he does his pin turning. And huge help with me as I'm learning that process. So big shout out and thank you to Shay over at Woodturning. A couple other people I want to give shout outs to real quick. First of all, Brad's Workbench, always. Love the tongue wax, love the abrasive paste. I'll put info to his Etsy store down below and his YouTube channel as well. Check him out. Definitely give his product a try. It is great. Number two, Louis over at Woodworking 220-7. I chatted with him a little bit on this project because I was nervous about it being my very first segmented bowl or segmented project, and he's done quite a few of those. So thank you, Louis, for letting me vocalize a little bit of my concerns and stuff and your words of wisdom. And then HodgePodge Woodworking, I'll put his info, I'll put all their information down below. But HodgePodge, Robert over there has been absolutely great with giving me ideas, feedback on the projects and things like that as I work through it. So big thank you to him. So we're going to show the product. What we have is our segmented or interlaced platter. It's kind of fun. Got the logo, got a little bit of a pedestal on it. And then we have our feature in the middle for holding rings. So this would be great for a jewelry platter or something like that. Most likely my wonderful wife will commandeer it, which is perfectly fine because she is absolutely amazing. Really pretty happy overall with how it turned out, especially this being my very first project to try and do any of this. There's a little bit of gap in the, not gap I guess, but marks in the seams there here at the bottom. Right here that I see, I'm not sure if that's just the glue sticking through or what. I mean, it's really, really smooth, so I'm not too worried about that. But overall, I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I'm excited because now I'm going to mimic this same type of idea, I think, with the big olive wood blank that I got a while back. So pretty excited about the whole option of mixing and matching, taking things up a notch a little bit with my own design and with my own learning. So I will have beauty shots at the end. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Our channel has been growing quite a bit over the past few weeks, so big thanks to everybody there for sharing the information and for promoting my videos and my channel as I continue to grow. We're getting pretty close to the 200 mark, so I'm going to plan on having another giveaway when we hit 250 subscribers. So please continue sharing my channel with your friends, family, acquaintances, whatever. Let's get the channel growing so we can do another giveaway and get somebody something fun. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it the thumbs down. Please, as always, regardless of thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever, please leave your comments down below. I appreciate all your feedback, all your words of wisdom, and your encouragement as I continue to grow as well. So going to keep wrapping this up and keep going and moving on forward. So thank you everybody once again, and we'll catch you next time.